Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Guaranteed channel, where we empower you with the education and tools to change your financial outlook and your overall health. I'm Dominic Jackson, and today we've got a hot topic that really needs some addressing: medical credit cards and how they can be detrimental to your finances, or maybe they can be a positive thing. We're going to look at it. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our valuable content. So, a recent study highlighted by CBS News has raised some alarming concerns about medical credit cards. Now, medical credit cards might seem like a lifesaver, especially when you're faced with unexpected medical bills, but the question is, are they really a good idea? One major credit card provider, Care Credit, is offered in more than 250,000 healthcare provider offices, an increase of more than 40% from a decade ago, according to a recent report by the CFPB, or Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Let's look at a couple things when it comes to Care Credit. They offer deferred interest and 0% APR. This could be appealing, but risky. The APR, or 0% APR introductory offer, can often lure many consumers into thinking they're getting a great deal. However, the term deferred means that interest is not waived, just postponed. So you have to be awfully careful about that. The second thing when it comes to this, and especially this is, again, according to the article, is the back end blow. If consumers can't pay off the balance before the grace period ends, they are hit with the accumulated interest retroactively from the day of the original charge. Now that could be detrimental to consumers. And this is the argument again of the article and some of why they're looking into medical credit cards. The cards don't provide the same type of financial protections as debt held by a healthcare organization. Now, according to a new report from the U.S. Public Interest Research Group, that is what they're saying. And this is because any charges on these cards are not considered medical debt, unlike a bill that is owed to a hospital or a healthcare office. And this is what the Consumer Advocacy Group is notating. Now, this can specifically hurt borrowers. And the reason is because credit reporting agencies see charges from healthcare organizations or medical as different from these credit cards, especially seeing they agreed to get rid of most medical debt from the consumer reports. But again, that is not the case with the medical credit card. The minute it goes into a medical credit card, it's not seen as medical debt. It's not owed to a medical provider, but to a bank. And this was notated by Patricia Kelmer, who is a senior director of the healthcare campaigns at USPIRG, and she told that to CBS Money Watch. There are certain protections against the way that medical debt can be collected and how it appears on a credit report and how it appears in your credit score. Now, she also added that people are reaching for these credit cards as a way to pay bills, but it's not working out well, especially for those who have to file for bankruptcy. Before I get into a few more things that was notated, let's discuss the other side of this equation. And this is where we want to bring you the information. We want to provide everything for you to be able to make the educated decision, because every one of our clients, every one of our listeners, they are in different situations because not all of them are the same. So when it comes to medical credit cards like Care Credit, okay, oftentimes can help the utilization rate for a consumer in their credit card side. What do I mean? Well, let's say you have a $10,000 available credit on a Care credit, okay? That helps your overall utilization, which can bring down your utilization and raise your credit scores. So oftentimes it can be a benefit to consumers in a certain aspect, but it can be a hindrance in others. If you are in a position where you have to use that credit card, you have to know, again, like it talked about, how long is that 0%? Because you're going to want to be able to pay it off in that amount of time. Because if you don't, it's going to be more detrimental to you as a consumer. And that is the last thing we would want for you as a consumer. But again, on the flip side, it is beneficial when it comes to having more available credit, building out your credit profile, especially if you're going to get into the side of business funding or certain types of funding that you may need. This could be a beneficial card to have. So again, as always, make sure you have all of the information so that you, as a consumer, can make a truly educated decision. So let's go back and talk about some other options. What options might there be for you when it comes to just the medical credit card side? Option 1, you can negotiate directly with healthcare providers. Many hospitals and clinics are willing to set up a payment plan at lower interest rates. Option number 2, ask about financial aid as well. Under federal law, all nonprofit hospitals must have financial assistance policies. This is according to the USPIRG. Option 3, utilize personal savings or emergency funds if need be. While not everyone has this luxury, it's a good practice to have a reserve for situations just like these. It's also wise to avoid making financial decisions at a healthcare office. The reason is you may be stressed and even in pain. The administrative staff who work at the healthcare offices are unlikely to be familiar with the details of the financial product that they're often offering at many times, which means you may not even have all the information required to make the right choice. So, to wrap it up, medical credit cards are tempting, but they can be financial poison if not handled wisely. As we always say, education is the first step towards financial freedom. If you're struggling with credit issues or have questions about handling medical expenses wisely, don't hesitate to reach out to us at Guaranteed Financial Consulting. You can find all our contact details in the description below. And remember, we're not just about credit. We're about empowering you for a brighter and more secure future. If you have found this information helpful, do me a favor, give us a like and share this video if you haven't already, of course. And always, please subscribe. And until next time, stay empowered and financially free. Let's get it.